Hey everybody, it's me Keeks back with a brand new video, and in today's video I am going to be reviewing the season premiere of Chucky Season 3. It's finally here. I've been waiting all day. In fact, I'm recording this right after watching it. Normally I'd be heading to bed right now, just relaxing, do some meditation, get all relaxed and ready for bed. But right now I'm just gonna do a quick review. I'm a little tired, so this video is gonna be edited, so you don't see me going a whole lot. So I'm tired, so please forgive me. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into Chucky season 3 review. Before I continue, I want to say that there will be minor spoilers. Um, Nothing major, like no major. I'm not gonna talk about any of the deaths that happened. I'm gonna talk about one death, um, but it's nothing that you see in the episode. So, minor spoiler on that. So, if you don't want to see any spoilers at all, just click away from this video. So, our favorite killer doll has made his way into the White House. How Chucky has done this, I have no idea. It's crazy to think that somehow he's managed to do this. But hey, he he's done some crazy things. He split his soul into multiple dolls. He's uh killed Red Man. He's you know terrorized entire towns and neighborhoods in Hollywood, and Chucky gets around, and now he's made his way into the White House. So it's crazy to think. Now, all we know so far is that Chucky now belongs to this kid right here, okay? He belongs to this kid, Henry. He's the youngest son of the president, James Collins. He's a newly elected president. And of course, as you see, he's played by Devon Sawa. And if you don't know, there's so much energy in this picture. Um, of so much energy with the rivalry between these two. There's a little joke there, You don't get it, I can't explain it, but yeah. basically, basically the whole joke is that Devon Saw and Chucky, they fight on Twitter and they have a little rivalry going on. Um, Unfortunately, we haven't really got that this season because of the actor strike. But hopefully they'll be getting a good deal soon, like the writers, and I hope the best for them. And yeah, let's continue on with the review. Alright, so Devon Saw is back again as president. James Collins, uh, with his wife Charlotte, who's played by Laura Jean Cholestecki. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. Um, Apologize. She played Sister Ruth last season. She's back as his wife Charlotte. They got two sons, Grant and Henry. And sometime before he became president or something, he lost a son named Joseph, and Chucky is going by Joseph, you know, in the White House. That's his name. That's what Henry knows him as. And obviously we know it's Chucky and everything. But Henry has become completely attached to him, and let me say, whoo, I think Henry's gonna go through some rough stuff this season. No major spoilers, but Henry has a very traumatic thing that happens in this episode. Um, Henry's whole thing is he's afraid of ghosts, and he knows there's a whole bunch of stories about how the White House is haunted. And as you can see in this picture, he's reading a story about ghosts at the White House. Uh, how he found out, probably Chucky put it out there somewhere for him. He did say he found it in a gift shop. I do remember that now. That just came back to me. But yeah, Henry's gonna go through some rough things this season. His older brother Grant is sort of like he posts stuff on TikTok, like there's a whole thing about that. Where he's kind of like posting whatever happens at the White House, even if it's like a national security thing. He's posting a TikTok about it. Um, so he's that kind of teenager. Um, but whatever, we don't know Chucky's plan. Why Chucky's in the White House, we don't know, because it's nothing you would never expect. Like, why would he be in the White House? The only thing I can think of is like, is he planning to take over the soul of the president? President's body. He's planning to take over the president's body. Is that Could that be it? I don't know. You know, he kind of took over Devin Saul's body last year. You know, when he played the priest at the the school, the school or Incarnate Lord. I can't remember the name of it. I think that's it. Um, you know, hey, maybe Chucky like taking over Devin Saul's body. He said he was really tall, so maybe he's planning on taking over the president's body. You know, maybe kind of reminds him of the priest. You know, looks just like him, so he wants to be tall again. You know, and maybe he plans to take over the world or something. I don't know. Whatever Chucky's plan is, it's gonna be something crazy. It's gonna be something really crazy. Now let's talk about the trio: Jake, Devin, and Lexi. What's going on with them this season? Okay, well, their whole thing obviously this season is that they're looking for Caroline and of course Chucky, and they're all doing that in like their own different ways. Um, Jake is doing it kind of through his art, um, and he's looking for a good guy doll to finish off a certain art piece that he's doing. That's gonna be kind of like finale piece, hurrah kind of thing in the genre of like using dolls for art. Um, And then Lexi's whole thing is like her whole focus is finding Caroline. Jake and Devin, did I say Devi? Jake and Devin, they're focused on finding Chucky, and of course they are focused on finding Caroline too. But they're Caroline too, but they doing that through their own way. Um, Lexi's posting stuff on TikTok and what she calls thirst TikToks to find Caroline. Devin's doing podcasts, and possibly I believe they're all doing TikTok all together, and possibly Devin's doing podcasts on what happened in Hackensack, and Devin's podcast, and possibly he might even be doing a YouTube video, is basically going to like the urban legend of like the good guy doll and Charles Lee Ray, and kind of like doing that as podcast. I don't know if he's like revealing that this stuff actually happened to him and his whole thing, but it's about getting the truth out there. That's what his whole video podcast thing seems to be about. But ultimately, it's about finding Chucky. It's about finding Chucky, and they do eventually find out where he ended up. There's a very funny scene where they all get messages, and they all realize it's from Chucky. And Jake and Lexi, their messages that they get is like, of course, Jake's looking for a good guy doll, and he gets a message that says like, "Oh, I know you can find one. It's amazingly lifelike." And then Lexi gets one about, um, "Hey, if you need help finding your sister, I can help you. I can help you. I'm really great with kids." And so they get like these really complex messages that's like, uh, kind of like very, what's what I'm looking for? There's a certain vibe to him that they like, oh, this has got to be Chucky, and then Devin checks his phone, and it's just "F you, Devin." That's all it says, and I laugh so hard when I saw I see that because that's Chucky. That's Chucky. He just Chuck. He that's like he that's his whole personality. That's his whole like relationship with Devin. He just loves messing with them, and of course, I want to talk about Jake and Devin's relationship. They're getting older. They're kind of wanting to move on to the next level, and where that's gonna go, I don't know. Um, hopefully they're not doing. Hopefully, I think Chucky got into Jake's head last season when he made a comment about it. So hopefully that's not a reason. So that whole storyline's going on. Hopefully they handle that well. Um, and of course, Chucky's always been like a Stitch and kind of Jake and Devin's relationship. So see how that works out this season. We'll see. Um, but anyway, guys, uh, moving on. Just want to say, I think that's gonna be it for this review. It's a very fun episode. One thing I want to say is the mood, the kind of vibe of this season is the first season definitely felt like kind of like scary thrill. It had your little laughs here and there, but it was very fun. The storyline was something that was very easy to get into and flow into, and everything. It moved great for the season. Enjoyed it very much. The second season, like I've said before, the second season of Chucky in my season 1 and 2 recap felt like a bottle season. Um, and because we didn't really go anywhere too much. It just took place at that boarding school, and and the only place we were like with some stuff with like Glenn and Glenda and Tiffany, at Jennifer Tilly's house and all that whole storyline. Um, and then the Christmas episode at the end of the season. Um, and it felt like more like last season. I would say kind of felt like more silly. Everybody says that it was very like Seed of Chucky, and yeah, this season I can't say like what like kind of like child's play movie vibe they're going with, but the stuff at the White House had a very like creepy atmosphere to it, very uh scary atmosphere to it, especially like one of the first scenes in the episode, and just everything really. So they're going for like a very creepy vibe. The stuff with Jake, Dan, and Lexi, the stuff by themselves was played off very seriously, and of course, when Chucky contacts them in that one scene, it's like, you know, very silly. And they had one scene with them that was like they was doing like a crazy camera like angle thing with it. But anyways, I'm saying I really enjoyed this episode. Uh, can't wait to see what happens the rest of this season. What is Chucky's plan? That's what I want to know. We're only getting this is just part 1 of season 3. We're only getting 4 episodes this season. But I'm looking forward to it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all in the next one.